Hello, everybody, and welcome to Wingcat Sports. And we've got some Lions news to talk about. We haven't talked about the extensions yet, and a couple rumors going around the Lions. We'll start with the extensions overall. First up, Amon-Ra getting his extension, coming out to be $30 million a year, and he becomes the highest paid wide receiver in the NFL.
I don't know. Is he worth it? I mean, he's great. He's our best. He's our number one guy. But automatically making him the highest paid receiver, I don't know. I'm of that belief that there's two positions you really don't pay top dollar for, and that's wide receiver and running back.
I think the reason
what are you gonna do? I mean, he's loved by the team. He gets well with the fans. From all accounts, he's a model citizen outside the field. Works hard, does everything you could possibly want in a player.
Yeah.
And he's got the numbers. I mean, going by what the market bears in the NFL.
I think the reason
has earned the right to be up there. I don't know if he's top guy.
The reason they probably went with so much is because they didn't want to wait on it and then all of a sudden have to own 35.
Because he still had a year left on his contract?
Yeah. But if you would have waited till next year, someone else might have got more money, and then he would have tried to get more money than them, and you would have been more in the boat. Now, $30 million is a lot of money. I'm sure they'll figure out a way to restructure it getting near the end of it, because that's going to be a big hole. But also you have to think, in 4 years, that's when Laporta's money's due. That's when Gibbs' money's due. And Hutchinson. And you're just going down the line of players who are about to get their money.
Hutchinson is going to be $100 million contract.
So expect St. Brown to play this contract, and unless he can work with us well, he's not a Lion for 4 years.
Hutchinson still depends on his production. Is he going to? He's not.
He's not a superstar.
I don't think he's even in the top. He's not in the top 5 defensive ends for sure.
Might not even be in the top 10.
He's really close to that. And but we're talking about St. Brown right now.
Yes.
I think for all the things you said, puts him in a little bit more of a special category. Normally, that's a lot of money for a receiver, but he is that unique type of guy who has become part of the city.
Yeah.
Hard, like you were saying, everything you said, hard work.
Keeps his nose clean.
All the things. He is somebody you want as a teammate, and you want. He is problem free. And unless he gets injured, you can always count on the guy.
Yeah.
So I mean, those are the type of guys maybe you go the extra mile for, and they did.
Yeah.
They felt they needed to.
And the other guy who they obviously felt needed to stay was our right tackle, Penei Sewell. He also got his 4-year extension, becoming the highest paid highest paid tackle at $28 million per year. It's a 4-year deal worth $112 million. 28 is the average annual value. Again, lots of money. But again, if you're not worried about these major contracts until 4 years from now, then
I love
pay the
Sewell.
guys you gotta pay.
I love Sewell. He was probably our best offensive lineman. The guy, just like St. Brown, the guy shows up. He wants to play. He plays hard. But man, I don't know the business side of the NFL. As a fan, I just think back. I'm like, God, that is an awful lot of money to pay someone who's only been in the league a few years.
Yeah.
But like you said, maybe they're jumping the gun and wanting to pay before they're going to have to pay him more.
Yep.
And they want them to line up so that they can see, okay, this guy's going to be done this time.
You're lining up your contracts for the years.
Like I said, the guy is the first GM we've had in a long time who really seems to manage this money. And I'm not worried about it. I think, like I said, I don't think Decker's going to be with this team much longer.
He is in extension talks now, though.
I think he would have retired had we have reached the Super Bowl.
Probably. I think the same thing with Ragnow. He would have both.
Their injuries are taking its toll.
So do not be surprised if we win this year, if we go that far and we win it, that both Ragnow and Decker retire and leaving holes on the line. And you'll have to get a new center. Don't be surprised.
Right.
But going into the other extension talks, before we kind of get into stuff that already happened, but they didn't get to get their full opinion on it. Jared Goff, the news came out. No, last week I talked about the fact that they were talking more about the extension, but it came out a little bit after I made the video, a couple days after that they're not close to the talks on being extended.
Yeah.
Now, it is assumed he's getting between 45 and 50 million, which is what kind of I expect him to take, unless he's trying to get more out of it. But Brad Holmes ain't going to fall for anything that's going to dig him into a hole. I expect 2 to 3 years, maybe a 4 to go line up with everybody else if he signs, and then maybe Hooker plays for a couple years if they don't draft somebody.
Well, you got to offer him something. He took us to the NFC Championship, but I agree with you that none of these long-term, like 7-year deals, 2-3 years, anywhere from 40 to 50. I think he's earned it.
Mm-hmm.
I really do. I think he's earned it.
I'm assuming probably why they're not close is probably not the money, it's the length.
Yes.
They probably are saying we'll give you 3, he wants 6.
No,
or 5 or something like that.
I wouldn't offer him that. 3 years. 3 years, and
yeah,
we'll
he's
see
29.
So yeah, he's around 30.
He'll be 30 by the
give
time
him
the
4
season starts.
And of course, they know, we don't. We don't know how far Hooker's progressed, what they think of him, if he looks like an NFL quarterback. We don't know that. And I think a lot of it depends on that. If they think they can get by with Hooker, and I'm not saying that's the way they want to go, but again, it's money, and you can use it in other areas. And I think Goff should be. He is somebody I think he should consider giving a discount to, because so much relies on other players for his success.
Yep.
He is a piece of all this, an important piece, but he requires certain things to happen for him to be able to function.
Yes.
He requires a lot more time than most quarterbacks. A stable pocket. He is not going anywhere. So his strength is up here.
And that's just the thing. You got to figure out, what do you want to do? Do you want to fully bring him back and have him more as the long-term option?
Yeah.
I think a lot of us are fine with the 3 to 4 years at max.
I think he's earned that.
4 years. But a 7-year deal that digs us in a hole, no. I would not sign to that. As much as I think he's done a great job, I would not give him more than 4.
You're right. I agree with that.
4 and then
I'd give him
on.
less. I'd give him 3.
So you're talking like 4 at 45?
4 to 45, 450.
What's his salary now?
In the 30s.
Okay.
I believe.
So that would be a 4-year, $180 million contract with, say, 80 guaranteed.
And that might be the other thing. He might want more guaranteed money. It's just those little things that might be keeping them from agreeing. Other things that happened while these two weren't here, but I got to talk about by myself. The jerseys. You guys didn't get to give your opinions on the new jerseys. What are your thoughts on?
I like the black. I've always liked the black, even though it reminds a lot of fans of when they went 0-16. But I've always wanted the black jerseys to come back, and I wish they would have. I like the blue helmet. Yeah, there it is. There it is. I like the blue helmet that goes with it, but I wish they would have put the retro Lions on it.
Year.
Yeah.
No, I think it looks good.
I mean, white is the white. I don't get giddy over that.
It is I think a lot of people like the 90s look kind of coming back.
Yeah.
I would have liked the white helmet with the white.
They might be able to do that. They could change that eventually. I think it's still the rule that you can't wear an alternate helmet.
I've always thought the black jersey was sweet.
Yeah. I think most people, like, every team wants one of their versions to be a black jersey.
You know what? Real quick, getting back to the contract thing, when do you guys, I just keep wondering, when does it stop? When is there a limit? We could very well see someone sign for $100 million a year.
So, I mean, Shohei Ohtani in baseball got 70.
Yeah.
So
when is the first
so-
$1 billion contract going to happen? How do they make this money? Do they go in the bathroom and shit it out? I mean, really, what do they do?
it's
don't
the
know how.
revenue.
It's a way
So,
of structuring it. I know the NFL gives millions. I mean, it's a multi-billion-dollar business.
Like with
I get it.
with the NFL, how it goes, they added $30 million to the cap due to revenue.
Yeah.
That's usually how the caps work. You can spend so much money due to the revenue the league is getting.
I mean, is this why we're
So-
paying $12 for a hot dog and
Yeah,
$19 for a Diet Coke, like I did at Arrowhead?
But
Yeah.
I mean, it comes down to the revenue. As
Yeah,
long as
I mean,
as long as
Well,
the teams
you
are
look
making
at-
money.
and look how crazy people are. Look at Detroit. As much as we want to be proud of that and what happened down there, and it also shows that the masses are just under control. I mean, we will not do.
I mean, it was
anything.
free.
We will go there. We are NFL sheep. We will go there and do anything.
You
And
know,
stand for 14 hours.
I
piss all over ourselves.
I think it's a great event,
just
and
to
it was
sit
for the
there
city. But real
and
quick
watch
about that,
somebody drag.
I mentioned to a coworker, I'm like, I would not go there among 300,000 to 400,000
there is
people
no way.
and just wait for a team to announce who they
Right.
picked to play football.
When you can sit in a
We
bar
sit
at
back
home,
here, yeah.
with a nice beer and
Yeah.
just relax and
But
say,
like I
"Hey,
said, it does look good. It was free. The
I
NFL
have
made
no-
sure.
It's like, oh look, the Lions drafted Torian Arnold. I'm going to go take a shit. Yeah, there you go.
I know I'm old, but
The
that
thing
is
was-
the last place I would have ever wanted.
The thing was, they didn't charge people to attend it. Now, was the charge of
You
beer
have
there?
paid.
They were charging in more ways than one. They were charging $100 to park down there.
Yes,
Right.
$100 to park. Beers were
they'll
up
make it up
750%.
They tell you it's
Yeah.
free, but you're paying in a million different
Yeah.
ways. So-
I just, yeah.
But it helped support a lot of businesses down there too, who were open during those times, and people walking
I
around doing all
know
that. So it's
I know
good.
there's a lot of pluses, but it's just, I mean, I look at that sea of people and I go, sheep, just NFL
But-
sheep. Just sit
I mean,
there.
I'm
and
kind of a
just-
sheep, but I don't buy
yeah,
the
we're all
merchandise
that. I
like
include
they
myself in
do.
that.
I'm not a season
I
ticket
include
holder.
myself in that. I
But-
paid $400
Um,
to see a football game.
It's just
Ridiculous.
just
Crazy.
going to eventually get to a point where I don't know how people will be able to afford to go to these games,
We're
Yeah.
already at
or
that
and
point.
how they will be able to pay these guys.
It'll eventually hit a flat spot, and then
It's gonna
it won't
have
really
to.
go up more.
Just
Well,
when
because
you
the-
think they
because-
can't get paid enough,
because-
all of a sudden it's
to-
like, my God.
Well,
To
the
fully
funny thing
talk
is,
about
all
it,
these
what
people-
happened last year?
Yeah.
What happened last year with the running back market? It
It
didn't go up.
collapsed.
But that's
It
what-
collapsed. So
Yeah.
eventually the
but
market
that's
will
what,
collapse.
That's what I mean. It's not, but these people, to them, the market never collapses. It always goes up, and they never want to take less. And they never want, to them, it's
If you
beyond,
feel you're better than somebody, you want to make more money than them.
Yeah.
I suppose, but
That's kind of
Yeah,
how the
they're
contracts
killing
work.
the average fan.
They are.
They're doing it slowly and slowly, and soon I'm not going to be able to afford to even watch it on TV. These streaming services are getting more and more ridiculous.
Well, I think sooner
So
or
it's
later,
like-
and this could be another topic, is like individual teams. Like if you want to watch Red Wings, Lions, Tigers, they're going to have their own app that you got to download. And you
Well,
gotta
they're going to
pay
be on
for it.
Prime.
You might have to pay per game.
So
You might have to say,
And
like,
that's
you're going to the game.
when that
and you're
happens.
paying
That's
$10
when I guess I
and-
stop watching football.
And right, it's just the way it is, and they don't care.
Yeah,
It's
but
money.
anyways,
but we'll end it there. We got a little off topic at the end. but
that's
fine.
all right. It's
With
okay
all
to
the-
We
ramble.
always go on
Well,
top.
It's
well,
okay
with
to
all
ramble.
that being said, if you do like what you see, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think about the extensions, about golf, all that kind of stuff. And until next time, hope to see everybody
All right.
soon.